How can we make trucking great again? Let's hear what this trucker has to say.
Y'all want to know what'll fix the trucking industry? Get rid of the GPS. Get rid of the e-logs.
Okay.
Give them a road atlas.
I don't think probably 80 to 90% of new truck drivers don't even know what a road atlas is. Better yet, even a Thomas guide. Remember the old Thomas guides? I don't think these new truckers know about that, but the road atlas and the Thomas guide, I think they'd be lost without that. They gotta have that GPS. Gotta have that GPS or they stuck like Chuck. Let's keep it going.
And a gear shifter.
Ooh.
That will put about 90% of these truck drivers out of business.
I believe so. I believe so. And then when automatic trucking got more involved and when they really pushed automatic transmissions because they wanted more people in trucking. So that's the reason why we have automatic transmissions. It's because people were scared to learn how to drive a manual. A manual is easy to drive once you get into it, but you have to learn it. It's a skill. So when they start bringing in automatic transmission, that's when it kind of brought down the skill of truck drivers.
Go back to the old school ways where you actually had to have skill to drive a truck. Start with the road atlas.
Oh, that road atlas is a
Half
killer.
these fucking clowns can't even read a book, let alone an atlas. And then put a 10-speed in the truck. Let's start with a 10-speed.
Uh-oh.
Then move them up to a 13 or 18, but that will get rid of about 90% of these so-called truck drivers out here. Come on.
You know, he makes a lot of sense. You know, I think if we had the Road Atlas test or the Thomas Guide test, we wouldn't need the English proficiency test. I think if we had a Road Atlas or Thomas Guide test, you wouldn't need an English proficiency test because the Road Atlas it's a skill. It's a skill. You know, what happens when your GPS goes out, right? How do you know what highway to take, what freeway to take, what back roads that you can take, and all of that. But yes, trucking needs to be more of a skill again. You know, I definitely feel like a lot of drivers should be at least know how to drive a manual just in case you get more control when you drive a manual. But he's making a lot of valid points. You know, what's happening is with trucking, it's kind of got dumbed down. It made it too easy. You know, that's how we were able to get drivers from different countries to able to come here and just hop in a truck. They didn't need to learn how to drive a manual, right? They just hopped in and drove. So, you know, things are changing. Things are looking up for truckers. You just got to stay in it. But yes, he's making a lot of valid points. But, you know, if he had to get that road atlas, you wouldn't need an English proficiency test at all.